Good morning, student. This is Latif sir. Today I'll discuss about the electronic configuration. Electronic configuration means how the electrons are arranged in different cell around the nucleus. You know that electrons are revolving around the nucleus in different circular path or different energy level or different cell. And the distribution of electrons in different cell around the nucleus of the atom of an element is called electronic configuration of that element. The distribution of electrons in different cell around the nucleus of the atom of an element is called the electronic configuration of the element. You have to follow some rules to find out the electronic configuration of an element, and the rules are Bohr Body scheme. So you have to follow the Bohr Body scheme to write the electronic configuration of an element, of an atom of an element. The Bohr Body scheme gives the rules to be followed for the electronic configuration of elements. So this is important scheme, Bohr Body scheme. By using these rules, you can write down the electronic configuration of elements. So the rules are: first, starting from the nucleus, the cells are designated as first K cell, then L cell, then M cell, then N cell, like this, and so on. So starting from the nucleus, the cells are designated as K, L, M, N, and so on. K cell is the nearest cell to the nucleus. So the K cell is the first cell which is nearest to the nucleus and is the lowest energy cell and contains the least number of electron. K cell is the first cell, that is nearest cell to the nucleus and lowest energy cell, and contains the least number of electrons. And the energy of the cell increases as we go outwards, that is K cell to L cell, L cell to M cell, M cell to N cell, and so on. The energy is increases in the same way. Okay. And the maximum number of electrons that each cell can hold is based on the formula 2n square. It is important formula. By using this formula, that is 2n square formula, you can say what is the total number of electrons in a particular energy level or in a particular cell. So in 2n square, n is the number of the energy cell. So maximum number of electron in each cell is based on the formula 2n square. Okay. So for first cell, that is n equal to 1, n equal to 1, that is K cell. K cell can contain maximum 2 into 1 square, that is 2. So first cell, that is K cell, can contain maximum 2 electrons according to 2n square rule. Now L cell, for L cell, n is equal to 2, second cell. So second cell can contain 2 into 2 square, that is 8 electron. So second cell, that is L cell, can accommodate maximum 8 electrons. For third cell, that is n is equal to 3, which is M cell, which can contain 2 into 3 square. According to 2n square rule, 2 into 3 square is equal to 18 electrons. Similarly, for fourth cell, that is n is equal to 4, which is N cell, which can contain 2 into 4 square, that is 32 electrons. So which cell, what will be the number of electrons in a particular cell is based on the you can say according to the 2n square formula or 2n square rule. Now second point of Bohr-Bari scheme or second rule, filling of electrons start from the innermost K cell. Filling of electrons start from the innermost K cell. Only when the inner cell are fulfilled, only when the inner cell are full, then electrons will be accommodated in the next level, that is next energy level. First inner cell will fill up by electron, then electrons will be accommodated in the next level, and the outermost occupied cell of an atom is called valence cell, and the electrons in the valence cell are called valence electrons. Here one important point you have to remember, that the valence cell of an atom cannot accommodate more than 8 electrons. The valence cell of an atom cannot accommodate more than 8 electrons, even if its capacity is more than 8. So maximum number of valence electron or maximum number of electrons in the valence cell is 8, and this is called octet rule. Okay, octet rule means 8 electrons in the valence cell. This is the maximum number of electrons which can accommodate in valence cell of an atom. Here one note is given that in case of atoms that have only one cell, like hydrogen atom, helium atom, in case of hydrogen atom, helium atom, the valence cell cannot accommodate more than 2 electrons, because only one cell, K cell, present in hydrogen, helium. Okay, and the valence cell of hydrogen and helium cannot accommodate more than 2 electrons, and this is known as duplet rule. Duplet rule means 2 electrons in the valence cell. So electronic configuration of hydrogen and helium is 1 and 2 respectively. Here electronic configuration of lithium, aluminium atom and potassium atom given. So on the basis of the following scheme, that is Bohr-Bari scheme, and on the following the rules of Bohr-Bari scheme, you can write down the electronic configuration of an atom. So first, electronic configuration of lithium atom. Lithium atom atomic number is 3. So in lithium atom there are 3 protons, 3 neutrons and 3 electrons, and you know that protons and neutrons are present in the nucleus of an atom, and electrons are revolving around the nucleus in different cell. And according to the 2n square rule, the first cell can accommodate maximum 2 electrons, and lithium has total 3 electrons, so you have to give 2 electrons in first cell, that is K cell, and 1 more electron in the next cell, that is in L cell. Okay, that is in first cell 2 electrons, and the remaining electrons, that is 1 electron you have to give in the L cell. Okay, so electronic configuration of lithium is 2 electron in K cell, 1 electron in L cell, so 2, 1. Similarly, now at aluminium atom, aluminium atomic number is 13, Z is equal to 13, that is in aluminium 13 protons, 13 neutrons at the in the nucleus of the atom of aluminium, and there are 13 electrons are revolving around the nucleus in different energy cell. So total number of electron in aluminum is 13. Now you have to arrange this electron according to the Bohr-Bury scheme. You have to follow the 2n square rule. According to 2n square rule, you know that first cell can accommodate maximum 2 electrons. So first in first cell, that is in K cell, in case of aluminum, give 2 electron. And now remaining electron is 13 minus 2, that is 11. Now you have to give the remaining electrons in the next cell, that is L cell, and according to 2n square formula, 2n square rule, the L cell can accommodate maximum 8 electrons. According to 2n square rule, the second cell can accommodate maximum 8 electrons. So now give 8 electrons in the L cell. Now again count the remaining electrons. Initially the aluminum contains 13 electron, and you have to give first 2 electron in K cell and 8 electron in L cell. Now remaining electron is 13 minus 2 plus 8, that is 3 electron, and these 3 electron you have to give in the M cell. So electronic configuration of aluminum is 2 electron in K cell, 8 electron in M cell, and 3 electron in L cell. 2 electron in K cell, 8 electron in L cell, and 3 electron in M cell. So electronic configuration of aluminum is 2, 8, 3. Now electronic configuration of potassium. So potassium atomic number is 19. So in the potassium contains 19 protons, 19 neutrons in the nucleus of potassium atom, and there are total 19 electrons are revolving around the nucleus in different energy level. So total number of electrons in potassium atom is 19, and according to 2n square rule and Bohr-Bury scheme, you have to arrange the electrons in different cell, and you know that the first cell can accommodate maximum 2 electrons. So first give 2 electrons in K cell, and second cell can accommodate maximum 8 electrons. So give 8 electrons in the second cell. Now in first cell 2 electron, and in second cell 8 electrons. So total 10 electrons are arranged. Now remaining electrons, that is 19 minus 10, that is 8. Now 19 minus 10, 19 minus 10 means 9 electrons. Remaining electrons is 9. Now you have to again arrange these 9 electrons in the next energy level. Now number of electrons in the M cell, that is third cell, is 8. And now again count the remaining electrons. So 19 minus 2 plus 2 plus 8, that is equal to 1. So 1 electron, remaining electron is 1. Now you have to give this remaining 1 electron in the N cell. Okay. So electronic configuration of potassium is 2881. Here one note you have to remember, that you know that third cell can accommodate maximum 18 electron, but here I have given 8 electrons in the third cell, and according to 2n square rule, third cell can accommodate maximum 18 electrons. Okay, but here the electrons in the third cell not arranged according to 2n square rule, that is okay. So what is the reason? Here it is given, in case of potassium and calcium, the last 19th and 20th electrons could be easily accommodated in the M cell, whose maximum capacity is 18. I have told that the third cell can accommodate, that is M cell, can accommodate maximum 18 electrons. However, the M cell being the valence cell, and you know that valence cell cannot hold more than 8 electrons according to the octet rule. Hence these electrons moved over the next, that is in N cell. Okay, thank you.